and I'm just like, you gotta be cool. You gotta be fucking cool. You're never fucking cool.
You're only 18 and you're already never fucking cool.
This is where I had my very famous show. That was the big fire hazard show.
This is where Secret Loft was?
This is where the Secret Loft was.
Wow.
Whoa, wait, when?
Oops.
This is about 10 years. Was that just a flushing toilet?
No, it was.
No.
I saw what it was. It was
I'll
one
do
of
it
those
now.
inflatable.
No. This is part of the story. Okay, so I was, me and Lucas were on a show together. You know that.
Yeah.
And I was showing up. We were like barking, flying. And I was like walking up to the Bedford L.
Mm-hmm.
And I was expecting to see Lucas at any moment, right?
Yeah.
And then I see the train station. I'm like, okay, he's probably going to be like right there. And I saw this, and I thought this was him from a distance.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
I really
From
look
far
like
away,
that guy.
I was like, oh, there he is. It's one of those like wiggly arms.
Have you
like,
seen that
crazy
video?
guys.
Oh, I've seen
I
it.
showed him.
It hurt my feelings then, and now it
you
hurts
do
me
kind
again.
of move
so,
like that. It's one of those, for the listeners, it's one of those like wacky inflatable tube, like arm flailing tube
Man,
men.
it's so good.
And Lucas does move like that,
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
honest.
I'm like,
Yeah.
come to the show.
You're like, I'm so excited that I'm here. Thank you for having me on the podcast.
It's mainly your head that does it, I feel like.
You're gonna have a whiplash just from it being too excited.
I used to actually weirdly get cranks in my neck a lot. Now I'm wondering.
And now it's strengthened from all the movement, so you don't get cranks anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
like
stabilized.
oh.
Like a baby, like a new baby.
Yeah, that's
You gotta
right.
stabilize your neck.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah,
Yes.
when
You know.
I
you get
do.
like Lucas
I
too
know.
excited.
Literally, my baby will do that, and I will be like, I think this is okay. And then my wife will come in and be like, what are you doing? I'm like, she's sleeping. She's really comfortable. I'm
It's
like,
also so insane that babies' necks are like that.
I know.
It
Scary.
creeps me out.
That's why I didn't hold May's baby the other day.
Dude,
we met May's baby
I
last
held May's
week.
baby, and it immediately started crying when I
get
picked it up.
so scared of the neck thing. I didn't hold my brother's newborn baby. I was like, I gotta
Yeah.
wait till they're a year old.
Totally.
I thought this was so weird that basically people were like, here's a baby when they get like in the hospital, but
Yeah.
no one asked, have you ever held one of these before?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because the answer is no. I've
Totally.
never held a baby
Yeah.
until this baby.
And you're like,
Wow.
what the fuck do I do, bro?
Yeah.
100%. Dude,
Yeah.
we were talking about this when we were at May's. When we were talking about her baby and holding her baby and shit. All of us, it was all women there. What?
We're talking about her baby and holding her baby and shit.
Yeah, just this
what
baby's
you
just
just
full of
said.
shit, you know.
holding her baby and shit. Anyway, punk rock, monster trucks. But I like all of us. It was all women there, and all of us. Maybe you also have a memory of this, but like we all have a memory of being like 8 or 10, and some adult giving us the smallest baby we've ever seen, and then not being
Yes.
excited to hold it because we're children. But
yeah.
like adults will give you a tiny
I think I
baby and
missed
be
that
like,
part of the conversation.
oh, yeah, I think you weren't there yet. But like adults will give you a tiny baby and be like, you love it because you're a girl or whatever.
Yeah, I don't have this experience at all.
Yeah, okay, so
You're like,
maybe
no,
it's
it's
a
just
woman
a
experience.
weird, warm doll.
Yeah.
Because
And
to
I'm
them
like,
it's a doll, but it's warm for some reason. Like it's already been used. It's like sitting on a warm toilet seat.
dude, yeah.
That's why they don't
totally.
like it.
Give me a cold baby doll
Yeah.
that I'm not afraid to break or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awful. It's an awful experience. I got left with the baby for the first time for 5 hours. And she like
Oh.
went out. She's like, I'm gonna go. And
Hey, she
then
deserves it.
she
Yeah.
deserves it, absolutely. But I'm just
This is your
there being
first
like,
time being there for 5 hours alone? Well, because
Yeah.
your mom.
no,
Have
it's
been here.
because she breastfeeds.
So yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah,
can't really
she has-
leave.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
it,
totally.
it took a long time
True.
for like her to like start producing enough milk to
Yeah.
be able to have a bottle. So
yeah.
like and it was always like an hour.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right? It wasn't just like, hey, I'm leaving at 5 and I'll see you at 10.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And so I'm just there and just with a screaming baby for 3 hours long, just being like, you can't call anyone. They'll know you're a failure.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Christ.
Welcome to Worthless Clowns.
Yeah.
It's a podcast about how stupid we all are. I'm Brittany Cardwell, Bertonis Cardwell on Instagram.
And I'm Allie O'Neill. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Allie O'Neill and follow the pod on Instagram. Fucking subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch us there.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends about us. Write in your stupid stories to worthlessclownspod@gmail.com. And we have a stupid special guest today. You've seen him. That's right.
Face sliding
This
up.
show is always a neg.
Like, where do I look? Where do I look?
You've seen him at. Careful, you'll break your neck. Jesus.
Yeah. You've seen him at the Bedford L.
Yeah.
I've seen him outside the Bedford L station waving his arms around. Everybody give it up for Lucas Connolly.
Oh. Free beer. Come down.
Free beer. Come to our show. Tattoo raffle.
Yeah.
$200 towards a tattoo,
Bro,
Allie.
I will absolutely enter that raffle.
Yeah.
Can you make me
yeah.
secretly win it?
I've been thinking
Since
about
I'm
this.
hosting?
I've been thinking this of a lot recently.
Yeah.
About just only giving it to people I want to see have tattoos.
Yeah.
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 Since I'm hosting
What if it has
this
to be a
week-
your drawing? Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, can I
It's-
pick which drawing?
Yep. It's gonna have a swastika, no matter what.
No, come on. God, that's gonna be such terrible PR for me.
Yeah, it will actually.
Oh,
I
I
just
can't-
have to say, it was free.
I can't be from Boston and also have a swastika tattoo.
No.
No, you're like, no, it's a Kanye West tattoo.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Man, I
Lucas!
can
Thank
do
you for
this
coming
plan.
on.
Yeah,
Of
thank
course.
We're so happy to have you.
I'm so happy to be here. Man, this is so nice and clean.
I know.
would've-
Isn't this like a
Oh,
pretty
what did you
fucking-
imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, just what you guys are.
You thought it was gonna be like a messy girl's room, just makeup everywhere,
Just,
Makeup. Used pads.
I was thinking
curling
more
irons
cocaine.
left on.
Just a lot of cocaine.
God, it's so funny because Brittany and I have no time for cocaine.
No,
When you're
Dude.
doing too much business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. No, we're just too tired and sad most of the time.
you know, I felt like I was on coke today.
Whoa.
Why?
I told you I got the diagnosis, right?
Yes.
We
Wait,
haven't
did you
even
start
I haven't
your
even
meds?
told the pod yet. The pod. That's you
The
guys.
podcast family.
Yeah, I started my meds.
Oh my
So,
God, amazing.
Just to fill everyone in, I have hypothyroidism, which means I've been depressed and tired for many months.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just my life,
Mhm.
you know, and my behavior.
Also, you do a lot, so it's,
I know. So
it
it's
makes
easy
sense
to,
that you'd be tired all the
yeah,
time.
and I have been tired all the time in the past.
Mhm.
But also makes you constipated.
The meds?
No,
Oh.
the disease.
Yeah, she was
Oh.
like, it's okay that I'm tired and depressed, but I'm not usually this
My
constipated.
poop's weird.
I should go to the doctor. That's what tipped you off.
Did I tell you how it happened?
The doctor?
How I found out? It was like a
No.
fluke. I didn't tell you this. So because it also causes concentration problems, like attention and memory problems.
Yeah.
And I had thought maybe I had ADHD before, years before,
Mm-hmm.
but I never got it looked into. And then it got so bad that I was like, oh, I should do this now. I've wondered about this before. But it turned out, so that's why I went to the psychiatrist and she had to run a bunch of labs for me just to check everything's fine
Yeah.
and that I'm not a drug addict. Right?
Totally. Yeah. They love to do that.
Yeah. I knew she was checking for that too. And I was like, wait till you see my pee. It's so good. There's nothing in there at all. And then I got
Swilling it
then I
around.
got scared when I opened it up because I knew there was nothing there. But I was like,
What
what
if-
if I'm bad?
Yeah. You're like, what if I accidentally inhaled meth on the way here?
Yeah. Anyway, so that's how they found out.
Oh,
They-
I remember. I guess I never made that connection. That
Ah.
I thought those were two separate things that happened, and I thought you were also going to get treated for ADHD. But what
Well,
happened was,
we saw that, and I was like, "Oh, that makes sense because my mom has this,
Yes.
and it causes memory and concentration and everything I'm having,
yeah,
and so maybe, I mean, it could be a combo, but it seems like it's probably mostly this." And
Totally.
So she was like, "Let's figure this out, and then we'll talk about."
oh
the
my
other stuff."
God, amazing.
Yeah, so it's just like luck that we found it
yeah,
at this time. It would have probably taken a long time,
Mhm.
and yeah, and then I started the meds like 4 or 5 days ago. And I feel completely different. I felt
Oh my
high today.
God.
Almost in a bad way, where I was like, what am I going to do?
I'm so jealous.
I had to give a
when she's-
presentation at work, and I was like, I'm yelling.
when you told me that this was happening, I was so jealous.
Oh my God, yeah.
I was just like, wow, could you imagine just finding out you were broken and you could just get
and you
fixed?
could just fix it.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's just like a relatively simple thing where it's like
Yeah.
one pill.
And they've been doing it for forever.
Totally,
And
yeah.
it's like common enough that
Yeah. And it's
they're
not just like
do
a,
this.
It's not like a cocktail of mental illness and growing up
Yeah.
fucked up. Sorry. I'm a little jealous.
No, that's what I was like.
But that
oh
was
my
pretty
God.
cool though, right?
Yeah,
pretty cool.
at least people are afraid of me too.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
everyone's talking about it right now. That's fun.
Yeah, totally. Everybody's talking about how
Very topical.
just hard to be around in general.
So yeah, I felt too good today.
That's great.
But I think it's just the contrast, and eventually I'll just be like,
It'll
it's
even
just
out.
gone.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I want it.
Oh man.
Go get tested for it.
I feel like everyone should go.
I know, yeah. Honestly.
I think I might have low T. Maybe that'll be it.
Oh.
Wait, what makes you
let's
say
see.
that?
I have no idea. I just want to be fixed. I don't-
Doctor, my T's not high enough.
Yeah. Something with my prostate? Let's touch my asshole. Come on. Come on, fellas. Get in here.
It's gotta be. You know what? I think I can't focus because I'm not getting my prostate touched enough.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Could you
being
remedy
like,
this?
Hey, babe, you know it's the time of the week.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
You're like a dog who has
Yeah.
to have their glands touched. So
Yeah.
they don't rub it against the carpet.
Oh,
God, you're disgusting. Hey, should we do our rat news real quick before we get into the
Yes,
story?
let's do our rat news
Okay.
before we get into your story.
So, rat news is a segment. It started off being rats, but it's actually just any weird animal news that we think is fun.
Yeah. We like talking about
And-
animals on this pod, so we needed a segment every podcast.
Oh, we talk about
for it.
animals. Sometimes it'll be a full animal pod. She talked about aquariums for
an
like
entire
45
podcast.
minutes straight.
It's my new
couple weeks ago.
obsession.
Like getting enough money to have an aquarium.
Not like a whole.
How to get money for an aquarium?
Dude, I can't afford none of this.
Not like an
It does sound
aquarium.
really expensive.
I'm talking like a 10-gallon tank, not like a touch tank.
I don't know. Have you seen what Pete Davidson has in his house?
No, but I've
Oh.
seen Tracy Jordan.
Is it like wall to wall?
They have this.
Tracy Morgan, sorry. I
Tracy
watched the
Morgan
video.
and him have the same fish
Really?
cleaner.
I bet. Wait, I gotta look up fucking
Oh, I missed the tank cleaner. I forgot about. You didn't mention that the other
the
week.
tank cleaner.
The fish that cleans the tank.
The fish that cleans the
Yeah.
tank.
No,
Oh, like
this is a guy-
plecos?
This is
I don't remember what they're called. I just remember liking them as a kid.
Yeah, plecos. They're called plecos.
Stuck in the
usually.
walls.
yeah, they basically make out with glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like-
nice. Yeah, but no, they have a guy.
They
They
what?
Yeah.
have like a celebrity
yeah.
fish
Mhm.
cleaner.
Because their fish tank is so big that a guy has to go in it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking up Pete Davidson's fish tanks. Images. Okay, this is the worst picture of a fish tank I've ever seen. Look
Why
at
does
this.
it look like the Severance Hall?
Yeah, but that's huge.
It's obviously huge. I'm just like, I want to see what kind of animals he's got in there. But
Probably none. He's been in rehab.
He should set up a live cam for people like you, just to watch the animals.
What do you
Just
mean people
a
like
panda-
Wake up.
like the panda cam?
Yeah.
Oh
Pete
my
Davidson's
God.
Aquarium.
Dude, I would 100%. Actually, sometimes when I'm working, I put on a tank, like a live stream of a fish tank.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
For like the white noise?
No, just to look at.
Just to glance at between pixel adjustments.
Totally. Yeah, it's like calming. Yes. Don't do
Actually,
this.
no, that makes sense.
This
That
is
makes
first
sense.
of all, everybody on this podcast is a fucking freak.
I guess it's like looking out a window.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like having, like I don't know, whatever. Shut up.
All right, are we ready for rad news?
All right, we're
All
doing
right,
rad news.
So this is just it's a video from Instagram, basically, but it is the 15 scariest bird sounds.
Okay.
We thought this was good rat news for you.
This is really
You're gonna,
good.
Yeah.
you're
You know
gonna
me, I
go,
love making
you're gonna go
sounds.
crazy. All right, so
All right.
All right, pause. Can we pause it? Can we all do it now?
oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
started-
Because I feel like we all have to try.
I
Totally,
started too
totally.
late.
So-
How about we go through them all
Okay.
one at a time first?
Yeah,
I
that's
might
what I'm
get scroll all the
thinking.
way back.
Yeah.
The first one sounded like when you're at the end of the whipped cream tube. It's like
Ooh. And you just inhaled the nitrous, so it's like,
yeah,
Yeah,
totally,
yeah,
totally,
yeah,
totally,
yeah.
How do
totally.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
restart this video? I'm being
I
old
don't
and
know.
not understanding
Instagram's really
Instagram
annoying.
again. Restart. I'm just gonna go through the whole thing and then. What the hell?
Also, this is the section of the pod where Brittany forgets how to use her phone and all technology.
Okay, I'm starting it here. Okay, here we go.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna go through all of them.
Okay.
And then we can replay them at the end.
Okay,
if you want,
okay.
It didn't start at the beginning again. We gotta cut so much.
Dude, I wish there was a
There we go,
slime
okay.
thing.
I just screenshotted it. The noise isn't even.
This feels like I'm on Rogan.
Okay, it's happening now. That's a shoe bill. It sounds like guns. It sounds like Vietnam. Crying baby. That's a
Oh my
Starlight.
fucking god.
Alarm.
That's
Tsunami.
a tornado warning.
Yeah.
This is all fake, by
awesome.
the way.
That's like a Pokemon.
Yeah. Dude, that's when you're at the dentist and they're doing the thing that sucks out your spit.
Yes.
That's a boat.
Yeah. No.
Corn screamers.
Those
That's
are
a
birds.
seal.
Those are birds, though.
Crying baby.
Oh my god. Wow. Well, that's just dubstep sounds.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
nice. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah. That's,
Loon?
but that's just a wolf.
Oh, we know that one.
Yeah, we all have heard that a million times.
Kookaburra. Ooh, ee-ya, ooh, ee-ya.
Yeah.
That's what that one was.
Dude. Yeah.
It was
Get they
ee,
down
ooh,
with the
ee-ya,
sickness.
This is the stupidest fucking podcast we've ever done. You know, most of those were fake, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they're-
just
Okay.
actually did not know that, and I was like, birds sound like babies. I listened to this.
This one
One
had
was-
gunshots. This one's
One was obviously like a shooting happening in a mall. Another one was obviously a tornado warning. Another one was two are obviously babies. You sent it to me and I was like, I saw the caption that was like 15 scariest bird noises and I was like, perfect, I don't have to watch it. But I didn't know that you didn't know that those sounds weren't real birds.
I mean, I thought they weren't, but I was like, I don't know anything about birds.
Also, that bald eagle
The
one
bald
is
eagle's
definitely
real.
no, that's not real because
a
that's a
hawk.
red-tailed hawk.
Yeah.
Bald eagles don't sound like that. They sound like they sound horrible.
Oh, really?
So every time you see a bald eagle like make a noise in a movie, it's a different.
well,
bird's
you
sound.
know, the only bird sound I know is a crow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Have you heard my crow?
No.
it's really good.
Already?
It's really
I
good.
haven't done this in a year or so.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Huh?
I bet you'll do good.
What have you been doing with your life?
Wait, hold on. That one wasn't good. Hold on.
Can you imagine if
Pretty
you just
good.
did your jokes and then you went, ha, after all of them?
Birdie Cardwell.
It would be so fun. People would cry. People would be like, what is wrong
Yeah,
with
you'd
her?
be like, so I have big lips. Anybody in here never learned how to deal with their emotions?
It would be so good.
It'd be so fun.
People would be like, I love her.
Yeah, I know.
The bird woman.
Totally. God, too bad you already recorded your special.
Man,
You know what? We
I
should
can
just
I can put some in.
ADR
post,
it.
right?
Yeah, put it in post. No, you just put a picture of a crow and the noise in between all of your punchlines.
Yeah.
wow, such smooth cuts.
Yeah. We'll do it in post.
Man, that is so funny. I believed that. I'm
man.
so gullible.
Oh, the machine
I
gun
was
one
just
was
like-
so good.
Yeah, I
though.
know. It was obviously
I was
like
just
war
like, oh, I
sounds.
gotta read about this. That was what I thought. I was like, I didn't know they sounded this crazy.
It was like gunshots and somebody being like, call the police! And you're like, I can't believe a bird made that noise.
Like there are ones that do. It's also just has like obvious reverb on it too.
Yeah.
I was like, how is he doing that with his mouth? Like, what physics are allowing this?
So there are
Okay.
there is a bird that can make the sounds of just any sound that it
Yeah,
hears.
yeah.
So it's just like, oh, if like the worst thing that could happen is if this is your pet bird, if like your car backs up,
Yeah.
Totally.
and then it'll just do it for the
Yeah.
rest of you're like, God
Yes.
damn it, this
Yeah.
sucks.
My dad always had parakeets as a child. And I know he's a bird guy, which is a red flag, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But he would say like his parakeet would learn how to make the same squeaking as the door.
Oh.
So then like he would hear the door squeak and he'd
Oh,
look
no.
over to see if anybody came in. It would just be the bird
Oh,
making the noise.
man.
So it's like a lot of birds have
Basically
like
ghosts.
mocking abilities.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
My wife's family has birds.
What kind of
And
birds?
all the ones that do the imitation sounds. And so literally it's like, it's like, hello, Jerry.
Oh
Hello.
yeah.
Like it just says Seinfeld quotes. But the worst part is it's off rhythm. So it's just literally
Oh,
you're just
yeah.
like, it's just like everyone's like, whoop, 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 whoop. Hello, Jerry. Like you're
Yeah.
just like, Jesus, you never get, like you're always having anxiety about it.
Man. When's the next sentence coming? That would give me anxiety too.
No soup for you. I'm out. It's just like literally.
So funny.
It's just.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
All
right.
Should we get into your
Let's get into
story?
your stupid story.
Yeah. Okay. So when you asked me an embarrassing story, I had to go, I don't think I've ever done anything embarrassing. And then I went, no, everything you've done is embarrassing. Well, how do you
just
choose?
like rub the skin off of
Yeah.
being embarrassed.
All right. So I'll tell you the thing that I was the most embarrassed at for a long time.
All right.
And then I finally told it to somebody.
Yeah,
And they just laughed about it.
perfect,
And then I
perfect.
was like, oh, maybe it's not as embarrassing as I thought it was. But then it is.
Well, we're learning what embarrassing means on the pod today
Yeah.
with Lucas.
Well, at the time I was, there's a difference between a shame and embarrassment.
Totally,
And
100%.
And I could not figure out which one I liked more sexually. So.
Oh God. Jesus.
All right, here he goes. I had this girl I met who I really, really liked, and we were starting the beginning stage. Yeah, her name was Alessandra. She was from Argentina.
Hell yeah.
And we were date 2.
Hell yeah.
We went to Miami.
How old were you?
18.
Whoa!
Wait, you went to date?
You went
to
Miami?
your second date to Miami?
Oh, you lived in Florida.
I lived in Florida,
Forgot.
so
Oh,
it wasn't.
gotcha, okay.
So it was like 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the date was like, let's go to Miami for 45 minutes.
yeah. Okay.
And
I
then
see.
we'll go dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a night out where you like have to drive kind of far. I see.
Yes.
Okay.
But I was like, but this is a cool thing. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go and I'm gonna bring her to a place. And then we went, and she's like, I hate this music.
What
And I was
the
like, yeah,
music?
me too.
Just
And then
regular club music?
No, it was like
Oh.
industrial, like electronic music.
That makes sense.
Just
That
the
makes
stuff,
sense.
which is I wish was the end of why this was embarrassing. I was like, you
Hey,
will
I'm gonna
not-
take you to Miami and listen to mindless self-indulgence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skinny puppy rules.
Yeah, totally.
So then she's like, can we go like somewhere else? So then we go
Yeah.
to Club Space, where it's just bongo house. It's like boom, 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 boom. So things are okay, but I'm just like watching her get hit on constantly in
Yep.
this place. And I'm just like, you gotta be cool. You gotta be fucking cool. You're never fucking cool. And then, and she always is coming back.
You're only
thinking-
18 and you're already never fucking cool. You got there so fast.
yeah. You wore your best button up with the whatever. It was awful.
Cufflinks?
It wasn't cufflinks. It had the thing where you flip it in and you have a different pattern.
Oh, yeah.
like a
totally.
real douchebag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we we start making out. Eventually she's like, we gotta go. I'm like, let's go. But then it's a 45-minute drive back to my place. So I'm just trying to keep it cool and sexy, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for 45 fucking minutes.
Yeah, you're just trying to keep the sexual tension while driving on the freeway
from Miami.
in Miami traffic.
At 1 a.m. in the morning.
And what was the air conditioner situation? Were you sweating or was it
I think it was fine. That was
was fine.
fine. It was.
Okay.
It was.
Good.
I was in my mom's Subaru.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So lesbian moms. So
You don't have to say that. They knew.
yeah. I just wanted to know that I'm not Southern. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not my mom's. Like,
Yeah.
it's my
Yeah.
two moms. Subaru.
Yeah. Fun fact about Lucas, he's got 4 moms.
Uno,
Wow.
dos,
When I found that
tres.
out, I was like, Lucas, leave some moms for the rest of us. Jeez.
Get on down.
Give me one of your fucking moms. Jeez, what the heck?
All right. So
Anyway, you were in the Subaru.
we're in the Subaru, and I'm trying to keep it romantic, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to keep it romantic. So I'm just trying to like explain my sexual experience, like our sexual
Whoa!
experiences.
You're doing a little
which is-
CV for
I-
her.
dude,
in the
I
car?
know. but then this is the thing. Like
Here's my resume. You can read this while
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
waiting.
Yes.
I have a reference if you'd like.
right. And while we're talking, she just goes, "Wait, what? That's it?"
What are the kinds of things you're saying to her?
I don't know. Like I literally, I'm like blacking out. I just know that there's a moment when she goes, "What?" And I go, what?" And she goes, "Oh, have you never like had vaginal sex?" And then I go, "No." And then she goes, "Oh, then we can't do this."
Whoa.
And I'm like, "Wait, but I've done almost everything." Everything. And she was like, "Yeah, still though. What?
Yeah.
No." And I'm like,
Whoa.
because I can imagine if we were maybe like hooking up, maybe,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not talking in
Yeah.
the car.
Yeah.
You could just see her being like, "Well, whatever. Let's see what happens."
Totally.
Yeah.
Right, but because
Yeah.
we're just talking about it
Yeah.
while I'm driving down the
Yeah.
interstate at 70 miles an hour,
Oh my
right? You know what I
God.
mean?
Absolutely
It's like,
speeding.
yeah,
Yeah.
gotta get home.
You're
Gotta
like,
get home.
so I fingered a girl and I also put her penis in my mouth.
Yes.
I
And
mean,
that's
sorry.
why I think I'm ready for this now.
Yeah,
So-
it turned into that kind of
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah.
Where she's like, "What?"
He's like, I've heard of foreplay before.
I read about it. I read about vaginal intercourse.
Yeah.
So she's just like, "Can you just drop me off?"
Oh man.
So I drop her off, and I am devastated,
Of
right?
course.
Because this
Yeah.
girl was so hot, and
Yeah.
I was trying to be so cool, and I just ruined
Yeah.
everything, right? I was like, I came up with such a good romantic date where we went to Miami to go dancing. Like
Yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
is so good. Like this is the perfect setup for me having vaginal sex, right? I'm so excited. This is gonna be great. So now I'm just like, she's like, I just start like the words that she said because she's also Argentinian, so like her accent like kind of stayed in my head.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where she's like, the first time you make the love, it's like you fall in love.
Oh,
Right,
gotcha.
Right, and I like, and it was like stuck. It was like
Yeah.
this weird stuck in my head.
You should have been like, listen,
Yeah.
I don't care about you at all.
Right.
That's what you're worried about.
If I had said that, then she might have been like, "Nah, yeah, okay, let's find out." You know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, totally.
but I could not do that at that
Yeah.
time.
Mm.
So I go home. I like go to bed. Next day I wake up and it's still like I thought I was gonna wake up and the anxiety and all the pain of that thing
Yeah.
was gonna be gone. And it was. I woke up and it was like, "No, this is much worse.
Oh man.
This is much worse. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Oh,
Should you
no.
message her?
Oh,
Should you
my God,
like?" And I
no.
was like, "No, you can't message her. You can't message her without good news." And then I gotta lose my virginity as quickly as I possibly can, so I can tell her as quickly as I possibly can.
Oh,
So I go.
This is Kramer logic, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
is. It is awful. So I'm.
You're basically like, you're gonna be like, okay, so I had sex with the first woman who would let me. Are you ready now?
Yeah, exactly.
Also-
That's literally like.
This literally sounds like a teen comedy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where a guy's like, "Oh, a girl wouldn't let me have vaginal intercourse with her, so I have to go have sex with the first woman who will let me put it in."
So that is my logic, though.
Yeah.
So that
It
is
makes sense.
my logic. So I go, how do you lose your virginity vaginally as quickly as you possibly can? And then I remember that all the freaks at that time were like who were on like AOL Chat Messenger.
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
all used Craigslist.
Oh yes,
Oh,
Right?
totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I go on Craigslist and there's so many things I could have done, but what I did was be completely honest. So I wrote the story I just told you. Like literally, I went out to Miami. We went out to dancing. I told her this, and then I was like, let's do this. And she's like, we're not having sex. You've never had vaginal sex. I'm not doing this.
And I woke up and it stuck in my mind. And I had this plan.
Right. And then I write it, and then I edit it, and then I write it, like rewrite it, and then I edit it, and then I post it, and then I'm like, and then I sit there, and then my inbox just starts like it's a fuck. It's
Did
like
you, was there a picture of you or anything?
No,
or
at that time,
any descriptions?
No, you could only, at that time at Craigslist. Basically, you only were sending photos via the email part.
Oh,
okay.
gotcha. Yeah, the private email. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
So at that time, it was just the writing.
Yeah.
Right,
But were you like, I'm 18?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I literally, I'm like, I'm barely legal. This is why I'm here. Like, come on down, girls.
Oh my God.
You want this?
Oh my God. Wait.
Just you sitting and waiting at the computer is such a funny image.
Yeah.
Any sound you hear, you're like, oh.
Just an email. Dude,
just my bird closing the door or whatever. I'm so glad we did bird sounds on this one.
Dude, me too.
I knew that would be good for
It was
Lucas.
perfect. It was perfect for Lucas. Wait,
And it's
so
good for me because I'm stupid. And I thought it was
listen, I loved the bird sounds.
Me too.
That were birds. So,
Yeah, for sure. For sure, 100% birds.
dude, Brittany was like, "Do you want to listen to 15 bird sounds?"
I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah, and it's
like,
like,
this one's
ask not what you can do for your country. She's like, can you believe a bird did that?
Can you believe it made a laser sound like it was in Star Wars?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Well, it's 2025. Birds got pretty advanced. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I thought. I was
know
like,
that
they
some
do
birds-
all noises now.
Some birds aren't real, and you could tell right now.
Oh God. Okay, so
So you're sitting there,
you're
waiting,
sitting there.
emails coming
The
in.
messages start flooding in.
Flooding.
Oh my God.
I probably got up to 100 messages.
Whoa.
Because the way I wrote it was this thing that everyone was like, oh, this is real. Like, so many
Yeah.
people are like
Yeah.
faking they're who they are.
Yes,
Yeah.
totally.
On there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a ball. And I'll write you for hours and
Totally,
whatever. And
Yeah.
Totally.
blah, blah, blah,
But yours
blah,
had
blah, blah.
vulnerability.
My wound was just like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Please help me. I'm just trying to get back with this girl.
I
I
haven't
need to
even
have
waited
vaginal intercourse.
Yeah, you don't even wait to process the moment to be able to write something that wasn't so extreme. It's like when we read a Reddit post and you can tell it just happened 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And they're just like, this happened to me. This.
Yeah.
They can barely even speak it out because
Yeah.
it's just like, they're just like play by play. It's like real quick.
Yeah, and emotions are so high
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
haven't processed
Yeah.
any of it. They're just like,
My
I
fingers
must.
are just going crazy.
Yeah, totally. So, all right. Sorry, go ahead.
So it's 100 messages.
That's
right?
crazy.
But this is the thing. The people who are messaging me
Yeah.
are not women.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
mostly
figured.
men. So it's a
Yeah.
lot of dudes being like, bro.
Put it in my ass.
It's first they go, dude, she obviously isn't the one. You know what I mean? If she really cared about you as much as you cared about her,
Yeah.
then she would be able to understand where you are and be able to like guide you through this
Which is
process.
honestly good advice.
And then they're like, come over.
Bad advice.
You can fuck me in the ass. You can even watch straight porn.
Oh no.
And I'm not kidding you. It's 100 of these. It's literally 100 messages from guys being like, come
Oh,
over,
man.
come over, come over. They're like, can I see a pic? And I'm like, are you a woman? They're like, no.
Of course I'm not a woman. I'm on Craigslist.
Yeah. So, but like it made, but the thing is, there was this thing that happened to me, right? Where, I was like, oh my God, is this how easy it is to be gay?
Yeah. And that is correct.
And I did not understand that this is how easy it was.
Yeah, totally.
With the internet, right? Like being gay before the internet really sucks.
Yeah,
right?
it was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had to like fuck people in like parks. You had to
Yes.
cruise. You had to go cruising.
Yeah.
And then maybe get arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you just can go on the internet and it is the most exciting thing in the world. And my addict brain just goes, you've always wanted to have a lot of sex. Obviously now you can get it.
Yeah.
If you're just gay, can you maybe be gay? You've never even thought about it. Like, who's going to disown you? Your lesbian parents?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, totally.
Like, just be gay, dude.
Yeah.
You're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So, like, I try, like, masturbating to gay porn. While I'm doing it, I realize I can come no matter
Were
what.
you replying to all these? You're like, hold on. You had to like figure yourself out real
Seriously.
quick.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I go, wait, should I have a gay preference? Like that was the thing where my brain went. All of a sudden, I was like, oh, am I like into bears? Or am I into twinks?
Yeah.
I've never even thought about it. I just knew I was into huge tits.
Am I into daddies or otters?
Yeah.
God, it's so funny. And you know, people don't really have this conversation anymore, but in like the early 2000s, there were conversations all the time where it was like, oh, well, being gay is a choice and yada, yada, yada. But that's like kind of like, like exited the like cultural consciousness. Yeah. But this really proves that you cannot choose to be gay.
No,
as a horny 18-year-old addict, you were like, I would love to have this much sex. And then you were like, oh, I can't do it.
Like, no, the crazy thing is, like, so I masturbate to gay porn and I come, right? And I think to myself, maybe I can do this. But, like, the thing I didn't realize is you're 18 years old.
You can come to anything.
But, yes, exactly. It was failed logic.
Yes,
right?
totally.
It's just fresh fruit.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Okay, Brittany.
Not a personal experience, just a guess.
I know, yeah, that was way too specific.
It's like a pomegranate in the sun.
Yeah.
That's how we should end every podcast.
Yeah, with a crow noise.
No laughs anymore.
Yeah.
Just a crow noise.
You can just do a bunch of them.
The music starts. It's like. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, I need to hear the end of this story. Wait. So you are where are you at? You're masturbating to gay porn. You're making it work.
You think you can do it? Maybe
in my mind, but then I go, but that's not gay sex.
Yeah. True.
Gay sex is anal.
Yeah. Oh
so
no.
That's my thought now. Is I go, maybe I'm like, I can't get into doing gay things if I know it. If I don't know, I like gay
butt
the feeling
stuff.
the gay of gay sex.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that's really smart of you.
Thank you. So I try like a finger in my butt, and then I keep adding fingers into my butt.
I keep adding fingers. It's so funny.
And then I'm
how many fingers?
Okay, one more level. One more level up.
Not much, but like probably 2.5. Like, you know what I mean? Like
2.5.
2.5. 2.5 men on NBC.
Oh God.
All right, so now I'm like, well, and then I start thinking to myself, I go, but you're doing it, dude. You're the one who's fingering your own ass. There's like,
like this is actually very thoughtful. You
totally,
you're like, well, this isn't real because of this. This isn't real. There's not a guy here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
There's not a guy with agency making me do this.
Yeah.
And me trying to see if I like it or not.
Totally.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah.
And you were so thoughtful about this every step of the way, but at no point did you think about just lying to her.
No, because I was in the car, right? I was in the car.
Totally,
I was too going fast.
You could have lied to her after the fact,
and
after you had woken up.
Guess what happened?
I had sex last night, so come get these sloppy seconds, Alicia.
Alicia, anyway. I don't care for you at all, by the way.
Yeah, I don't care if you live or die. I just fucked somebody else. Do you want to
go dance again?
Yeah, I'll take you to Miami. Anyway, okay, so you're putting the fingers in.
Put the fingers in, and then I go, okay, you can't use your fingers, right? No one thinks you're gay for masturbating,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I was like, what makes you gay is things go into your butt that aren't you.
Yeah.
So then I use the plunger handle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I go, okay, that's not, that's not
It's not a
alive.
dick.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
not
alive,
alive.
right?
Yeah, totally.
It's not attached to someone
So-
with emotions and stuff.
Yes, exactly. So then,
Which I know about now. Emotions.
She's learned about it from Miss Rachel.
So then I go, I'm like, I'm not going to go to a store. I'm not leaving the house, right? I'm not gonna. I'm
Store.
like a porn store, like get a dildo or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'm
thought
like,
you were gonna go get another object, and I was like, if
Oh,
you
I
get
am.
the plunger, you know.
no, I
yeah.
am.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going for another object in a second. Oh, don't you worry. So
I can't believe how much gay stuff you did because you wanted to fuck a woman.
Yeah.
that's literally the
It
best
also
part about
it
so
also
crazy.
feels like this all
Yes.
happened in like 5 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
it did.
It did?
Basically, I woke up that morning like out of like a nightmare sweat of being like, oh, like I went to bed
Yeah.
probably at 2, woke up
Yeah.
at probably at 7,
Yeah.
got on Craigslist
Yeah.
by 8.
Oh
you know
my
what I mean?
God.
Went and got a Starbucks coffee, drank that frap down. And it was like,
I need coffee to go to the porn store. Like,
wait,
good job.
but then I started thinking, I go, I don't want to come out. I don't want to come out for like to a porn store person too.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to come out to anyone, especially if you don't know.
Yeah, totally.
Especially
Of
when you
course.
have no feelings of
Yeah.
love or attraction towards men. So
Yeah.
you're just like,
You go to the porn store and you just explain the entire situation.
Yeah.
You're just like, so we were
And
dancing.
I wrote this email.
Yeah. Hundreds flood in.
Craigslist.
they're just like, do you want to bother me? I'm like, God damn it.
Oh my God. Okay.
So at the time, like women always talk about there's like a pink tax and there's like pink products,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There was at that time, it was just the beginning of the blue products.
Oh,
So there was a Gillette razor
Uh-huh.
that had 5 blades and it also vibrated,
Whoa.
Damn.
right?
There we go.
But it vibrated, so it just cut the fucking shit out of your face, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't good. It wasn't like a closer shave. It was just like,
Yeah.
like all over your face. And so then I'm like, this thing vibrates.
Yeah.
That's probably the closest
But you gotta hold it
thing.
by the blades.
So I hold it by the blade head and I put it into my butt and I just go, you know what? I don't like this. This isn't really a thing I like. I don't know what I'm freaking doing. I'm gonna cut my fingers open. I'm gonna cut my fingers open doing this. I'm like, why? Why? Like, was she that hot?
Yeah.
She was.
And what if you went to her and you told her, like, you were really honest with her, and you're like, here's what I've been up to.
Can you smell that?
You tell her every step. You're like, I tried the plunger, but I
Yeah.
realized it's not alive.
Right.
So then I got a razor that moved.
Yeah.
So it's not done yet. So
Oh my
this is
God.
all the introspection that's happening while it's vibrating inside of me.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And eventually I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go go
Yeah.
pray. Or whatever it is, I'm stopping.
And this is a story
pursuit.
about the power of prayer, everybody.
And so I pull the blade handle out, and the battery and the cap of the
No.
razor stay inside of my
Oh,
body.
No.
So now
battery's bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Yes. Yeah. Battery is bad. All right. That is a really, really, really bad thing. All right. And the worst part is I go, okay, it's okay. You got this. You got this. You got this. I'm like, you've been fingering your butt all morning. You know how to do it, right? It's
All morning. You've been figuring your butt all morning.
Man, what a day.
first time you've ever been in your own butt. Now you are trying to claw it like you're in an arcade.
Bro, now you're an expert. All of a sudden. All it took was 4 hours.
So this is the thing. I get, those things in like Walmart or Kmart's, the squishy things where if you hold it, it keeps moving.
And they fall out of your hands.
Yes,
Yeah.
it keeps.
Oh, yeah,
They got like
yeah.
museums. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I grab it
Yeah.
and then it just goes woof,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
it's gone. It's completely.
Oh, no.
So it's completely gone now. So now there's a battery
No.
inside my battery and a cap. Right? So I now am losing my fucking mind. I'm losing my mind because I'm like, I'm not even gay. Why did I even fucking do this? What am I gonna do?
So
Come out
crazy
to
too. It's like I'm going back to the beginning when you were like, yeah, I don't even know if this is even embarrassing or not.
No. I said it isn't embarrassing as much for me anymore. Right?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
But the thought, everything is so funny. The thought process.
Dude, I
all
know.
of it.
Also, all the logic makes complete sense all the way through.
Oh yeah.
I just don't agree.
I don't agree either. Right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend this methodology.
Of figuring out if you're gay or not.
Just let a guy suck your dick
Yeah.
before you do what I just did.
Totally.
Yeah.
You don't have to lose a battery in your ass to figure it out.
So now I'm so scared, right? Because I have a battery inside of me, and I don't know.
Oh.
And like, can your stomach acid eat a battery? Like,
Yeah.
can you inside of your
Yeah.
body
Uh-huh.
eat a battery?
Totally. Yeah.
Like, is the plastic that's around the battery, is that enough?
Yeah.
So I'm on the internet, and I am Googling.
What, so you can't even feel it anymore? It's gone.
It's gone.
Oh my god. No. It's in the large intestine.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Golly. It's up there.
Things get absorbed in there. Big time.
Oh yeah.
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 That's so scary. Okay, keep going. It
Now I'm
didn't.
feeling
Nothing
em-
happened.
You
So
know
it's
what? I
fine.
never felt embarrassed until right now. I was embarrassed of it for a long time, but now
totally
this
fair.
is the first time in the story I felt embarrassed. You're like, you know, that could have really absorbed into your body.
I know, and I love that's the part that gets Brittany. She's like, things get absorbed in there.
Do you know the power of diffusion?
Yeah. I know.
It's osmosis. I know.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Man, this has been great.
Oh my god, the funnest pod ever. Okay, so you have a battery in your ass and you're on the internet.
On the internet, and I am just typing in. What happens to a battery? Like I'm now
Yeah.
learning all about different
Yeah.
kinds of stomach acid science.
Yeah.
I'm learning about what it takes to make a battery pop.
Yeah.
And then I realized that I'm unable to actually get a thing without every single person on the internet just going, "Doctor, go to see the fucking,
Yeah.
go to the hospital,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
fucking idiot."
Totally.
Was
I'm like-
anyone like take a laxative?
So I go, I can't talk to any of these people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but know who I have? An inbox of 100 dudes that I know have all had this thing. So now I'm just going, hey, they're like, blah, blah, blah.
They
You want to
just
come
read
over?
your-
And
I
then
just read your post, and then your follow up is, just fingering myself for a few hours, and I got a battery stuck in there. Now it's in my large intestine. You guys have been in this situation, right?
What's the
I'm
deal?
18.
This is a wild ride. And then you're just hitting up like a bunch of like probably like 30-year-old gay guys being like, "Yeah, we've all been there, buddy.
Wait,
Listen, we all did this."
They're all like, oh, what? Like, literally, like a guy just being like, oh, huh, yeah. Do you feel any burning? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, you probably don't need to worry unless you feel burning.
Oh my god, but that means it already popped. If you feel burning, right?
That would
Yeah.
be correct. Yeah.
Oh my
But he was
God.
like, but if it doesn't burn, then it probably hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then-
that's terrible advice.
Yeah, but then I didn't have to go and be one of those guys that goes to the hospital with a thing in their
Yeah.
asshole.
I mean,
You know,
that's
like,
true. That's true. But wait,
You know.
how did you get it out?
Yeah. You just
So-
waited.
Is it still in there?
Yeah.
When you go through TSA, do you have to talk about it? You have to
Every
tell this whole
time.
story.
Yeah, that's actually why I brought it up. I just got off the road. I was
Yeah.
like, I just got done telling this whole tale to another TSA agent.
Yeah.
They're like, really? You're on Craigslist.
You're like, there's an Argentinian girl named Alicia.
Her name has changed 8 times. It's so good. So, yeah, they just told me to wait it out.
So did it come out?
It came out.
Within a day?
How long did it take?
2.
Those would have been the worst days of my life.
Yeah, I would have had too much
Oh
anxiety.
God.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was so bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
But like in my mind, I was also like in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my mom was like helping me with school and stuff.
Yeah,
So the only thing I could imagine is if I go to the hospital, I'll be like, Mom, so I'm not gay. I found out the hard way.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't not or come back in the closet to
Yeah.
my mom. Like,
Totally.
I don't want to.
So I'm definitely straight. And here's how I found out.
I burned my whole body.
So I can't go through metal detectors for a little while, but damn.
Man,
what
that
a
is a crazy
wild
story.
ride.
And then what happened with the girl?
Yeah.
So there was, out of the 100 and probably 50 messages I get in my inbox, there's one woman appears. Maybe I had just sent the email I had posted to all the women that were posting on there.
Oh yeah.
So I also was like, I posted that online for everyone to see,
Yeah.
but then I was like, these women aren't looking
Just an email.
Totally.
at
blast.
all of
Man.
Yeah,
all the posts.
Yeah.
I think that there's very few women out there who are like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
a guy who's 18 and
Yeah.
hasn't had any sex.
So I send that story to all the women
Yeah.
that's ever added their name onto
To Craigslist.
Craigslist. And then this one woman was like, okay. So I'm having her name's like Sugar Poof 69 or whatever. That's like her Yahoo handle. And we're having sex and she just goes, you know, that woman's kind of a bitch. like while we're having sex for the first time, she just starts talking about the post.
Oh my god, that is so crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, she's kind of right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's okay for somebody to be like, oh, you're a virgin. That's not for me.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
the way that that girl went around it is rude.
And she was like, "You're gonna fall in love with
You're going to
me."
fall in love with me? It's like, what do you think, that you're the fucking
Yeah.
hot shit?
Even though she was.
Lucas is like, don't talk about her like that.
You were already in love.
Yeah.
That definitely. Because she was like flirting with people at the dance floor, and I could not care.
Yeah, totally.
Like
You're
that-
like, I'll be over here when you're
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Dude, that's like
Be cool about it.
That's the newest part of like me like rethinking about the story was like me being like, she wasn't even that interested anyways.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
if she was interested, she would have never danced with other dudes.
Oh,
Yeah.
she actively danced with other guys.
Right, but
While
not
you
like
were there.
not it wasn't crazy, but
Yeah. But
you're
just
on a
clearly,
date.
Yeah.
And it took 45 minutes to get there.
That's right.
That's a pretty serious date.
Gas
And
money?
I just showed her
For a
to
kid.
one of my favorite electronic music bands.
Yeah. And she hated it.
She's still the one though.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go dance with other guys. That's okay.
So then she got a job. So I found out. I looked her up, and she became a masseuse.
You looked her up recently?
No, like probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
She became a masseuse,
Uh-huh.
but then that didn't work out for them because I think she got fired from being a masseuse.
Oh, no.
For the reasons you get fired from being a masseuse.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
then she started becoming a dancer.
Oh,
Oh.
gotcha.
And then that's the last time I heard. And because my buddy was like, hey, guess who I saw? She was working at Spearmint Rhino.
Spearmint Rango? Spearmint Rango's the name
No,
of the strip
Spearmint
club?
Rhino. Yeah.
Rhino. Oh, I thought you said Rango. And I was thinking,
Oh,
like, Rango.
Spearmint Ringo is a much cooler strip club. Hello. Come down.
I love to play the drums.
These pussies are wet.
I know Spearmint Rhino. What do I know it from?
It's a very famous
Movie?
strip club.
Yeah, is it a chain or is it only in
I think
Miami?
there's like 3 of them maybe that are.
Yeah, maybe that's why I know it.
I think they're really famous because they have like really high end strippers that they send places.
I think that's
yeah.
where Cardi B
I think
worked
maybe-
at
Oh,
some
yeah?
point.
Yes.
Like it's that level of like
Oh, wow.
like they have like dancers and like strippers for like businessmen and
Mhm.
like professional athletes. Like it's like top shit. So good for her.
Yeah.
She probably makes good money.
She probably did.
Yeah. She's probably dead. It's horrible.
Man.
But God willing, you should have fucked me.
Yeah, she better be dead if I put a battery in my ass.
I had to find out I wasn't gay because of you. I could have lived in just by bliss.
Yeah. By bliss. Oh my God.
Man.
Should we end it there?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Lucas, do it.